Boom, here we are, Sports Bet Betting Insight today. Pauly and Teddy, Thursday, June 28th. We'll get to the San Francisco 49ers coming up. Jimmy Jesus, 7-0 all-time as a starter. We'll get to the 49ers, the sexy pick to win the Super Bowl. Also, our biggest guest we've had on the show, and fresh off an appearance on Colbert. Teddy will kick that around coming up in 5 minutes. And bad beats, bad bets, bad for the books. No big game breakdown today. We got the great guest and the shot clock before we get out of here. Bad beats, bad bets, all the bad beats last night. Let's start in soccer again, World Cup. Switzerland, I thought it was a gift. Costa Rica came in, hadn't scored in the entire World Cup. 2 goals you thought would be enough for Switzerland. The PK in the 93rd minute. Costa Rica gets the draw. Switzerland does advance, though. The 60-cent move on Switzerland as well here in Vegas, $1.30 up to $1.90. They couldn't get the win. Mexico, Sweden under 2.5, 0-0 at the half. Sweden gets 3 second-half goals, including an own goal. It's been a record for own goals. We're up to 8 now. A good tweet that the own goal might get the golden boot, the golden ball, as we have 8 own goals already. Sweden wins. Mexico gets to advance because of the shocker we'll get to with South Korea in a second. 2 vicious beats again, and there's more added time goals, which has been the whole story of this tournament.
I mean, really, Paul, it has been a major betting story. It's the same things we've been talking about. The extra PKs. Guess what? Extra PK, boom. Turn Switzerland into draw. What do we talk about? The extra time goals, the late goals. What happened? Boom. 93rd minute. That's when it comes. We talk about the own goals and all the own goals in this year's World Cup. What happens? Boom. Mexico under, crashes and burns off an own goal. Those are tough beats, no question about it, but it's the same themes that have been pretty consistent throughout the course of the World Cup so far. Savvy bettors should probably start paying attention to some of these themes.
Yep, the PKs and all the added time goals. Blue Jays, horrible beat. Plus 190 down to 170, led 5-0. Led in the 9th, Bregman with the 2-run walk-off homer. Tough beat if you had the Blue Jays, and a vicious beat if you had the Pirates game under. I hope you got 8 to get the push. 7.5 or 8. 8 was available. 3-0 in the top of the 8th. And the Pirates get 4 in the 9th. Familia couldn't get an out. 5-3 Pirates.
Yeah, I still don't understand what Familia was doing in the game. Off a laborious performance the night before, but he was there in that contest. This was one you could really see coming as Pittsburgh got going. You could see the Mets collapsing, and almost the same story with Toronto, where another one when you're watching it live, you're like, yeah, the Jays are in trouble. They're up 5-0 and they're in trouble. Into the 9th inning, Bregman with the walk off, and that from coming from behind. That's as much about a no-sweat decision as you'll get for Houston. It just felt like they were going to come back and win that game, although finally the Astros win a game and don't cover on the run line.
All right. Vicious beat in the College World Series. Arkansas was 1 out away from winning it all. They were 42-0 on the season when they led after 8. 1 out away, a pop-up that drops, new life for Oregon State. They tie it. Then they hit a 2-run shot. They win 5-3. Winner take all tonight. Series tied at 1. You're 42-0 on the season and 1 out away, and that happens, and Oregon State gets the gift.
And teams don't come back from that. I'll tell you that. When you're talking about who's going to win this College World Series, you're 1 out away. You got 3 guys looking for the pop-up. Oh, where is it? Bop, falls in between them. And then you give up the game tying hit and the game-winning home run. Looking to the future, I don't think Arkansas will be able to bounce back, although that's fully reflected in the betting marketplace. But, when a team like Oregon State, a veteran team like Oregon State, gets new life, they took advantage of it last night. Brutal beat if you had the Hogs.
And here it is, one of the biggest upsets in World Cup history. Germany went off an $8 favorite at the Westgate. South Korea was 20-1. And they shocked the world and beat Germany 2-0. Germany out. They finished in last place. They were minus 2,000 to advance. 2 bettors at the Westgate bet 1,000 on that to win $50. No soup for you. And I can't believe that the 3rd time in a row and 4 out of the last 5 World Cups, the defending champs can't get out of the group stage. In the last 6 World Cup appearances, Germany had lost 1 combined match in the group stage. They were lucky they got a win. The only win was in the last few seconds against Sweden. They go out. Korea with the huge win, 2-0. I can't believe it. They only scored 2 goals. They finish in last place, and the defending champs are going home. Minus 2,000 to advance, minus $4 to win the group.
So was that a Muhammad Ali shock the world or a Fab Five shock the world? Just trying to get the clarification there, Pauly. Which one was it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, shock the world, the famous Muhammad Ali quote. The Fab Five did it when they went to the Final Four when they were all freshmen. It's a quote that stood out to me that I remember. But yeah, okay, sorry, I sent you a reference you didn't get. Germany.
I don't know. I don't know what the Fab Five had to do with that. I mean, I don't know what the this was a monumental upset here. This was a staggering to think 20-1, and they're minus 2,000 to advance. I'll put it in perspective for you because you threw something stupid at me. It's a 16 seed over a 1 seed. It's the same odds as Baltimore County beating Virginia.
Sure, and that's what it was Baltimore County beating Virginia. But Germany, although Germany didn't play like Virginia, and when you talk about this trend of the teams that won the Cup failing to get out of group stage, next time the World Cup rolls around and you see the winner of this year's Cup at minus 2,000 to get a group, maybe you look the other way.
But here's the big tickets that have cashed already in the World Cup. Argentina, Iceland draw, plus 360. Mexico, 6-1 to beat Germany. Switzerland, Brazil draw, plus 330. Japan over Colombia, plus 450. Croatia over Argentina, 3-1. Saudi Arabia to beat Egypt, plus 350. 20-1 with South Korea. Spain, Morocco draw, plus 350. A lot of those late goals that either caused the draw or a team cashed the ticket as a result. And we're not even into the knockout stage yet. What a World Cup it's been. Also, Orioles plus 107 went off the favorite, lost in extra innings. I don't understand the Orioles money. They're pathetic. Mariners go try to get the broom out today. Padres plus 121 down to 106. They lost 5-2. Bad for the books. Big steam on the Yankees under 9 down to 8. They were shut out 3-0. The Diamondbacks under 8 down to 7.5. Under minus 125. 2-1 final. Welcome back, Robbie Ray. First place D-backs getting Ray and Shelby Miller back.
Sure. And Ray off a gem last night. He impressed the heck out of me. Not a performance that I expected to see in that contest. We talk about the sharp money for Baltimore. I had a long discussion last night with a guy I've known, the better part of the last 20 years, most of my tenure in Vegas. A guy who was telling me, who used to be the sharp money, respect the sharp money. He's saying now, well, the sharp money, it's just money now. It's not the same. Sharp money came on Baltimore. Baltimore's a terrible team. Sharp money came on the Padres. The Padres are ice cold right now. And of course, bettors, the sharp bettors, lost both those contests. As for the Yankees under, this run of under continues. To see the books price a Yankees total at 9, got bet down to 8. But just to even price it in that range, bookmakers got what they deserved on that one. They're sleeping at the wheel when it comes to this incredible run of Yankees unders that has been as consistent a moneymaker as you'll find in baseball throughout the month of June.
All right, no big game breakdown. Nobody cares about baseball. The ratings prove it. Also, the soccer, the already 2 matches are underway that are huge in Group H, but also coming up, a fascinating handicap. It doesn't mean anything because they're both through, but England and Belgium, nobody wants to win. You're better off losing. No incentive to win. This could come down to fair play points. The total 2.5. If this better not go over. I don't see how. Kane's not going to start. Belgium's supposed to rest guys, so everything's square as far as the goal differential, the goals scored, everything's equal. So it'll come down to fair play points if there's a draw, and then who knows? They could be drawing lots as well. But how about over 3.5 bookings in that one as well?
Like the show? Help us keep the lights on. Please make sure to comment, share, and subscribe to all the Sportsbook Review videos. Thanks so much. Best of luck. Enjoy the game.